緑の森で目を覚ます記憶胸の獣が闇の中嘲笑うよビグレ石の中そばにいて白き人よ輝きをもたらして今すぐにこの渇き潤してこの目に映るものは恋の真夏の
Hello and welcome back. So, where we last left off, we finished Route 1. Today I want to do Route 2, and in order to do that, we gotta lose to Ciel. So, we're just gonna watch Ciel just beat me up while, I say some stuff about the route. So, I'm wondering how much different this route is. So, the reason why I say that is because from the way this flowchart looks, for how I read this route, it goes lose to Ciel, beat Archery, and beat Chaos. And then the last part. I didn't conclude what was the last part because simply put, there was no need. We also had Ciel, who was the leader. But if it all end up being the same, I will just cut it out. Are you serious? Just hit me. I'm actually just withstanding You certainly gave me a good fight, but the system, this is the end of the line. Sion and you are under arrest by the order of the church. Any further resistance will be dangerous to your health. No, please wait, Senpai. Sion is simply just trying to find a cure for vampirism. I don't know everything that's going on, but it would be wrong to take her away forcefully. You're the one in the wrong. The charge against Sion Etnam is no small matter. Sion, you do not want to get innocent civilians mixed up in this. Return to Alice quietly. I cannot do that. Disappearing quietly is your style, agent. Foolishness. You mean to continue your useless resistance? Yes, if you come near me again, I can't guarantee Shiki safety. What? What do you mean by that? Just what I said. Ciel, if you do not leave at once, I will burn up Shiki brain. The artificial nervous system implanted in Shiki brain, my Etolite is connected to me through my bracelet. I can destroy his brain at any time if you do not agree to leave me alone. Etolite, I heard that before. 12 sound familiar, but the name Etnam is related to that man. Typical of Atlas. I accept this temporarily. You should not speak of knowledge gained from Ra. I am different from that man you speak of. Right. Okay. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. This Etolite is connected to Shiki brain. Before you can stop me, his brain will be fried. Sion, so you enlisted him for the purpose of using him as a hostage all along. Of course, he was my bargaining chip with the forces in this town. If you are willing to go that far, then it cannot be helped. Sorry, Shiki, please try and make the best of a bad situation. Yeah? Senpai, you agreed to cooperate with Sion and so you brought this on yourself. Well, it's probably good policy to say in good grace of the one who could fry your brain, Shiki-kun. Senpai, you really said it now. It would be easy if it was this simple, though. Unfortunately, I cannot believe all that, Sion Etnam. Certainly you would turn him into a vegetable if I tried anything. No matter what I did, I could not stop you. However, it would not be anything that could not be healed. After I brought you down, I could simply heal him. But your control over him is different. I cannot win as long as Tono is restrained. In the worst case, I could not even escape. It's not impossible for us to start over. Surely I receive an order to arrest Sion and them, but it's just one of many orders. My priority is to deal with the dead apostle that's hiding somewhere in this town. I can deal with your case after that mission is over. The dead apostle hiding in this town. Senpai, are you looking into the rumored vampire after all? The church has decided to investigate that. Job of eliminating it has fallen to me. That mission to take precedent over arrest. This is Katai's with her. Senpai seemed to have let us go. A wise move. If she tried to force the issue, the cost of internal time and effort would have been greatly damaging to efficiency. What is it, Shiki? You seem like you wish to say something. Sion, was what you said really true? You're connected to my head? It's not exactly like that. The Etherlight, the artificial nervous system, is simply linked with your nervous system. It will not cause any problem with your brain. That's not what I meant. Why did you do that? I did it so I can locate you when I needed you, and to get information from you. And what about your threat? Could you really burn out my brain? Yes, it would take some work, but the chances of success are very high. And that pisses me off. That isn't exactly what you call a cooperative relationship. You're right. I understand how you feel, but that is why I decided not to tell you. You deliberately hid this from me? Yes, I thought you might refuse to cooperate if you knew. I didn't want to lose a valuable partner, so I decided it was best to conceal it. I see. You just certainly know everything about what I would do. Of course, but it is a last resort. If I did use it, there would be no going back. I understand if you wish to part ways. You're free to return if you wish. Shiki, if you have something to say, just say it. Sion, you knew I would be angry, but that's because you knew there was something wrong. Not at all. It's the best course of action, so I do not think it was wrong. Not that she's good at lying. She simply cannot tell them. That's okay, let's drop it. Eh? Let's just forget about what happened earlier. Well, it was a pretty good plan after all. Huh? I'm saying you were right. It might have really been the best course of action after all. With your bluff, you were able to drive Senpai away. Wrong, it was not correct. I was not lying earlier. I was really stupid. At a time like this, you should just go with it. You should just say yes like you normally do, Sion. Yes, if you say so, Shiki. Alright, then that's how we'll look at it. But I have a few things to ask you. I don't want you leaving out the details. Alright, so Senpai, you said you were a wanted criminal. What's that about? Aren't you researching a cure for vampirism? As you said, I'm just researching we know this. Breaking his precepts. Did you kill someone in an experiment? Of course not. The Atlas Academy has only one precept. The result of one research are not shared with anyone other than the researchers. But alas, I could not complete my research with just Atlas researchers alone. I needed the help of other associations. I traveled to them and traded my research for them. Well, we know this. What you're saying is your school doesn't permit you to study abroad. Yes, you could put it that way. By doing so, I have been branded a traitor. A traitor, isn't that a little much? Senpai was pretty serious. I couldn't imagine why. But your explanation about breaking the rule makes sense. Still, why did you have to go so far if you knew what trouble you get into? There was no other way around it. If I stayed in Atlas, I couldn't finish my research on vampirism. Huh, I just noticed it. But, where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. I just noticed it. When she has her face down like this, she is really veiny. I never noticed that. It's like, the reason I probably didn't notice it is because, like, actually, can I just expand it? No, I cannot expand it. The reason probably why I couldn't notice it is because my screen for it is so small. If I stayed in Atlas, I couldn't finish my research on vampirism. Saying would have been a mistake. Must find a cure for vampirism by any means necessary. Well then, I guess it can't be helped. You're really not the type to back down. Alright, well, let's get started. Finding Archery then. Well, Sion, you said you need Archery help to complete your research, right? So we have to hurry up and talk to her. I promise you that I see this through to the end. You mean, maybe I cannot say it directly, that you still plan on helping me? Yeah. But I use you as a shield. If I decided it is the best course of action again, there's no way you can stop me from doing it. Even though that, it's alright. It will be tough for me to find the rumored vampire without you, Sion. Yes, I understand, Shiki. Well, our partnership is renewed. That's right. Partners usually shake hands to mark occasions. We kind of skipped that part. Here. Huh? Yeah, handshake. Maybe we should do that, Sion. Open and close. Sion, you're just opening and closing your hand. Maybe you think my hands is dirty or something? Open, close, open, close. Stop. Shiki? What is it? Did I do something wrong? There's no way for you to touch me excessively. I may be on the run from Atlas, but I am still the successor of the House of Etnam. In the future, please bear that in mind. Yeah, I got it. The operation will commence at once. In the daytime, I can gather information on my own. At night, we are better off patrolling this town together. I will not be able to do anything if I find the true ancestor alone. It will be dangerous for you if you encounter the rumored vampire alone. And slow down, Sion. I need to rest a little from that fight. Still no result. I returned to bed 3 hours since Shiki and I patrolled the town, but we didn't get any result. We promised to meet up again before we left. Shiki mentioned during the day to find and speak to the true ancestor, and instead I have to go around the town and gather information. Route E. Dream. I'm working with Shiki to find a vampire. The same goal, different goal. Same goal, different goal. Shiki circle, my circle. The centers are far from each other, but there are places where they overlap. Our vague mixed promise. I am watching. He said we were partners. Partners cohort, someone the same age as I, someone whose goals are similar to my own. Does that make us friends? The two of us are hunting the vampire together. Shiki is working with me. I also wish to help him. Until now, I never dreamed of those kind of things. That's why this is a dream. All this transit, part of my sleeping imagination. When awake, Shiki and I will be back to being strangers. I wait for that time. That's my goal now, my final destination. But what if the dream continued until then? Maybe it would be something good. The name Etnam, something of a scarred on the face of Atlas. All wait. By the time I was born, I simply continued to be in pride. I didn't care right now. I took pride in my own pride. I endeavored to become the best possible alchemist. I became the leader of other students. I treated others fairly. I took an additional responsibility. I excel in literary and military arts through Atlas. I hid my dark feeling deep inside. While I played the bright honor student, the people around me could never tell. They treated me as the perfect student I wanted them to see me. I caught the eye of the academy president and achieved the ultimate honor of being named the next director. In the future of Sion Etnam, there was no darkness. If I avoided trouble and things went well, the stain of the Etnam house might have been erased with my generation. Despite that, I strayed from my path. Even though there were no problem, they couldn't resist me, only ignore me. As the successor of Etnam, there was no doubting my abilities. My future was not a problem, no reason at all. None that I could see, but still I was trapped by my own doubts. With most questions, I could calculate some kind of solution. Moment by moment, the subtle gap between myself and the other increased. My disguise as a perfect student peeled away. Hot. I wake to the sunshine, hot enough to burn my skin. A little past noon, my body still needs sleep, and I haven't fully recovered yet. Not good, my mention. Okay. Shiki hands was so big compared to mine. I knew men and women's body types were different, but I didn't realize just how different. Having a conversation with someone my own age for the first time like it was nothing. Ever since I came to this country, it's been nothing but the unexpected, I promise, huh? I no longer need to gather information on Tatari, but since Shiki said he needed some, I had to gather some. I pull my heavy body up and get back to work. I only need to do one thing, go into town and research the rumors of the people. It would be nice if this ends up helping Shiki. Well, I know he will be grateful no matter what the outcome is. So no, Shiki is not you. I feel nauseous. Everything turned red. Oh well, not good. I have to... No sign of life. My body... Okay. It's stuff we already know. It was 7 minutes, just like yesterday, Sion arrived punctually. Good evening, Shiki. I knew you'd be on time, Sion. Yes, well, we did agree on a meeting time after all, so I will not be late. Sion doesn't look good. She doesn't look too good yesterday either, but her energy seems to be fading day by day. Sion, are you okay? You look like you're overdoing it. There's no need to worry. Management of my own body is a basic skill for alchemists. More importantly, have you found anything about the true answer, Shiki? About that, I couldn't catch her today. I think she may be okay. Witness. What's on people's mind was actually the true ancestor. They say that the responsibility for the vampire murder last year was a woman with golden hair. They say the serial killer actually is a vampire. They say the one who's been attacking people recently lurked in the park. What is that? If Archery is the source of these rumors, then they can't be believed, right? Of course, they are just rumors after all, but if rumors converge, then they become real. The true ancestors seem to be walking around town aimlessly. That's why the rumors about her are increasing. There are also rumors about a girl with red hair searching for her prey. Girl with red hair. That's just what was said. At any rate, the rumor indicates that the true ancestor is the serial killer. Please act accordingly, Shiki. Got it. Anyway, let's go back to the park and meet Archery. That's true. It might be better to have a painful experience at least once. Huh? Did he say something? Yeah, I was merely thinking aloud. Let's go to the park, Shiki. What? Just most of the same with the dialogue. As long as you call someone you don't even know them on time, that's when okay. What's this? Because you were so late, I wanted to have a little fun, so I trapped 5 or 6 people here and played around with them. But you don't need to worry, I didn't drink their blood. I didn't do anything that would make me lose control like drinking blood. You. What? You're upset? Then I'm sorry, but I did hold back, you know. But humans are so frail, they just died after I petted them. Rather than being enjoyable, it stressed me out even more. No, Shiki, that is not the true ancestor. Oh, it's you of all people, Sion. You two know each other? No, we just met. This is the second time we ran into each other, right, Sion and Lancia? Sion, Shiki, this is the vampire that has been stalking the town. Looking at her in this situation, there is no other explanation. What? No, that's wrong. That has to be wrong. Because Archery would never... This is not Archery Boonside. Is that not right, Archery Boonside? Yeah, I'm really not Archery. I'm just Archery. I'm just an Archery, Shiki. Is this confusing you? Would it be easier to understand if I said I was a fake Archery? Fake? I can understand that, but a fake is not exactly correct, because it really is Archery Boonside. In the first place, that dead apostle Tatari cannot be described in the terms of fake and real. It's just the manifestation of rumors about the sinister vampire. After 3 years, still the same old thing, but I don't mind that about you. After all, you probably antagonized by what happened. But I'm happy you're chasing after me though. Yes, it really was a good idea to let you live. If your intent is self-destruction, then you are correct. I came here to stop you, Tatari. I may not be able to make you disappear totally, but I can at least stand in your way. Dummy, you think you can maintain your sanity with me as you did before? Then I'll make it easier on you. It really would have been okay to make you my next, but you do not compare to the body of this true ancestor. You really do have the worst timing. Shiki! What are you doing, Shiki? Are you getting in my way? Hey now, that's not it, you idiot. I'm not getting in your way for saying something like that while looking like arguing. I'm just going to dismantle you. Oh, for a human, you're pretty bloodthirsty. I wonder if I should allow you to keep boasting so much. Fine, I'll play with you since you, Shiki. It should be a lot of fun. Oh, it just says the same thing every time. I don't need to read that.
私を殺した責任取ってもらうって言ったでしょ。しつこいわね。許さないわよ。無駄よ。
Got the name.
甘く見てた。無駄よ。
Get down. Oh, shoot, that was so cool.
そこまでだ。寝てろ。
That was this game so cool. Oh god. I wonder if that sound effect is like the combo with it. I think it. Oh, shoot. No, I wanted to do the stupid super!
なんとかなった。
To do it? Oh man, for you to leave me, I'm fully formed as I am. What a false start, Shiki. You really are unbelievable. But it's all pointless, Shiki. Killing me is meaningless. And you know, you shouldn't really show off your toy like that so early. I can't kill a nobody like you in a flash. If you let me in on your secret, you don't have to say it. I'm well aware of that already. But really, that's good. I'll see you two later. I'll kill you right away again next time. Gone? No. More importantly, Sion. Sion, are you okay? Don't touch me. But I said don't touch me. There's no need to worry about me. All that, as that thing is gone now. If you say so, aren't you hurt? That has nothing to think about. You should put your priority on the vampire, correct? Maybe you're right. Then I have a question. Was that archery just now? You both used the term fate, but it really was archery. It used archery face and killed 5 people, right? Huh? Nobody, right? It really was nothing more than scattered trash, but from far away it could look like dead bodies. What? I know there were dead bodies and there was even the smell of blood. I can't speak. And hallucination. Were you not influenced by the rumor that a killer in the park? That was a true ancestor from before. No, the dead apostle Tatari, to be more precise. And that archery was Tatari? Yes, the dead apostle who can make rumors into reality. The vampire clad in the shape of rumors. You could say it occurred. Tatari cannot exist independently. It's like a mirage, rising from people fermented uneasiness. Sorry, I'm a bit at sea right now. A little in the ocean. I do not know what you mean, but let's disregard that. Simply put, the dead apostle Tatari does not have a form of its own. Only that it takes the form of rumors, blah blah. The world is sound began to believe that the killer is a woman with blonde hair. And since you knew Archery Broomside, you denied the rumors, yet you feared they were true. The converge of rumors what you knew as they mixed, Tatari became Archery Broomside. The Tatari from before was a fake true ancestor, yet was a true ancestor at the same time. At least for you, it was reality. Were you not thinking about how bad it would be if the true ancestor drank blood like a vampire? You were not thinking that the vampire in this town was a fake true ancestor. Tatari thus became what you feared, the true ancestor who became just like a vampire. What do you mean? Just because I was ancient that appeared? The meaning of Tatari is cursed. People destroy themselves with a blind belief of the curse they themselves create. Tatari is the apostle who continues to see by become the uneasiness of others. As Tatari is the embodiment of those uneasiness, they cannot resist and can only have their blood sucked. It appears Tatari is not yet fully formed. Your anxiety was not sufficient enough for it to have been a widespread rumor. I cannot understand now, so Tatari has the same power. Current age, Tatari will not. Really? Unrestrained. Well, certainly unrestrained, Akiri would be invincible. What happened then? Simple. If Tatari only occurred fully, it will destroy everything at once. No matter what except shape Tatari takes, it will be the realization of people fear. Those fears cannot be resisted. Man, I understand that, but why was Tatari able to use just my uneasiness? If people do not have to be uneasy, then all I have to do is not think about Akiri, that Akiri is a vampire, right? No, that will only affect you internally. Tatari's goal is to become the worst possible thing to be imagined in this area, so it's very likely that it will use you. That's what I'm saying, why me? You're the most connected. Okay. I'm mad how long they went, like, Anyway, think what you want. Why does that make me highly regarded by Tatari? Because you know the true ancestor very well. Or more, you really do know a lot about vampires. Even if it cannot take advantage of your uneasiness about the true ancestors, you still have uneasiness about vampires. Uneasiness about vampires like Neuro Chaos still being alive, or maybe a fight between Ciel Senpai and Akira, or... Yes, the possibilities are also high. Curses work much on principle. But I'm pretty sure we saw this. And even though we defeated Tatari, it could just reappear as Ciel Senpai or Akira. That possibility exists. The worst case about would be Tatari becoming one of the true ancestors. But the rumors are still growing. Pretty inconvenient. In other words, it falls on me to decide. Because Tatari used your imagination, but what decide is really this town. Second time, Sion, you false that? Yes, 3 years ago, the time and place of Tatari occurrence written, there was an attempt to conceal it. I answered the church request to suppress it and fought against it. Church request, but if Tatari is here, then that means it failed. Yes, both the attempt to suppress it and even our attempt to defend against it, the church did not understand what Tatari was. Even though I warned them, it was not something that could be destroyed. They only carried their normal conceptual weapons. Just like you did just now, they defeated Tatari many times, but it's meaningless. Tatari is like a natural phenomenon. No matter how many times it's defeated, it cannot occur at once. Again, certain conditions are met. Natural, like rain or snow. Yes, if a storm cloud were dispersed, prevent a windstorm, they would not occur again. Just like a road, existing through others. Yes, what is it, Shiki? Oh, nothing. What exactly are these conditions? Generally speaking, there are 4 of them. 1. There needs to be a rumor about an individual, preferably an instance of something human. This is not necessarily a minimum rule, it's what Tatari desired. Tatari was originally human, so it cannot move without human intelligence. 2. The extent of the legend must be somewhat socially isolated. It is hard to speak a rumor uniformly across a large area. That's why Tatari normally occurs in an isolated village. It helps to have something which occurred earlier to be based on, like in this town. 3. There must be 1 or several witnesses in the place where the rumor is spreading. There are various ways of being a witness, such as knowing the basis of the rumor like you, those other people in town who spread it. The rumor must have a terminal point. Usually it begins with 1 person and flood forth from there. And somewhere instances, there are those who guide the rumor's intentional intentionally to form Tatari according to the thought. Probably they are the same wavelength as Tatari. Those people do not have ill intention, but wonder themselves why things turned out the way they did. 4. The place where the rumor began must be determined beforehand by Tatari. The realization of people's anxiety can only be hatched for one evening. That is not limited conception. Tatari is a reality marvel. It is impossible for it to occur for one evening. Everything will be explained to the night of the church 3 years ago, but they did not listen. From the beginning, they only believed one thing, that was not to be considered the explanation worth believing. The result was the death of all the villagers and annihilation of all the night. The leader let me escape, but she did not survive herself. I was not able to escape either. I was only able to survive because Tatari took pity on me. You survived because it took pity on me? Then you mean you had your blood sucked, I see. Then what happened earlier makes sense. The outer form may have been agree, but inside it was truly the dead apostle Tatari. That's why you were unable to resist it. And that's why you are researching a way to cure vampirism. Certainly you continue your research at all costs. Even if you are treated like a traitor, you have to do it. You're correct. I was bitten by Tatari. 3 years ago in the forest, Tatari caught me. Tatari is a dead apostle limited to only one generation. An abnormality that won't reproduce itself. Yet it still let me live. Even though Tatari is completely a vampire, it is not a perfect dead apostle. Tatari gave the blood of others, but even if it gives blood to others, it is unable to make others a complete subordinate. The poison of its blood as a vampire is weak. That is why I am able to retain human. This time it completely takes form. But this time it completely taken form. Tatari's influence will grow tremendously since Tatari never occurred in the past 3 years. I was able to remain on myself. But if Tatari occurred, I may become a full vampire. The body of a vampire is superior to that of a human. The only saving grace is that as an alchemist I will be able to fight better. But as a superior body requires more fuel, but you can't say this fuel is bad. Vampires are unable to use regular food. For vampires, a high concentration of energy is found in the blood of their own race. Desiring the blood is no more than a life function for vampires. No matter what, you cannot resist it just using reason alone. Tatari may fully form at any day. Since it is this burdensome to fight Tatari before it ever even has occurred, I cannot say for sure how things will turn out when I face it. If Tatari has limited intelligence, it will not be a problem, but if it's intelligent like before, it is likely that I will become a vampire. Tatari will not ignore me as a parent vampire. Humans who have blood sucked by a dead apostle cannot go against their parent. That is why you're still alive. Tatari can only occur one night. So Shiki, please consider what will happen when I face Tatari. You mean kill you if you become a vampire? If you cannot do it, then it is best if we part here. And no matter what, you'll still pursue Tatari. Of course, Tatari occurred before I can find a cure to vampire. If I wish to avoid becoming a vampire, I should dispel Tatari before I become its subordinate, even though you can't oppose it. It is not that I cannot oppose Tatari, I simply need strong willpower when I fight. So, Shiki, what will you choose? I recommend that we part here. Why? You cooperate with me to gain information, not to help fight Tatari. You do not even know when I will become your enemy. If you wish to fight Tatari, it is safer to do so on your own. That makes sense. You don't have anything more to tell me, right? Fortunately, I have nothing more to tell you, so it is best we part here. I get it, then we'll do that. What the frick? You call that name at night? Okay, I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Take care.